I had about 10 years where I kicked about in hospitality and catering and all these things. Worked in bars and restaurants and all this sort of stuff around Glasgow. And then I got into a proper job and eventually started working for Barclays. And I loved it. I thought after 10 years of hospitality, finishing work at 5 o'clock on a Friday was a whole different ballgame. This was amazing. And I got on great and everything was great. And I started chasing promotions quite quickly. And I got promoted very quickly. I got promoted twice. I ended up in a training team, which I really loved. But for no reason apart from the fact that I thought that's where I should be, I always wanted to be the project manager. Because in finance, the project manager was where you head. It was like, that's how you know you've made it. So I kind of put this in my mind and went for it. I had no background in project management. I didn't really know what it was. It was just the job title sounded like the thing I wanted. To cut this story short, I ended up in project management and absolutely hated it. It didn't suit me. It didn't suit me as a person. I never considered my personality. I never considered the things that actually I knew that I was good at, which is standing up, communicating information. This was spreadsheets and plans and meetings and all of this type of stuff. But because of the fact that I thought that's where I should be, I stuck that job for 2.5 years of hating it, of constantly being criticised, of being told, Brian, we've raised the bar, of being told that, my performance wasn't up. And it was because I was somewhere where I thought I should be. I didn't even consider changing it. I just knew I hated it and kept on pushing through this thing. In the end, as it was, it worked as a benefit because eventually I left and I started HeadStrong and Scottish Centre with you and all of these different things. But I think that's a classic example of, for me anyway, of I pushed myself to be somewhere that I didn't really fit. And I think for so many people, that's how they're living their lives. They're a square peg in a round hole, thinking that that's the round hole they should be, rather than celebrating their square pegness.